Hi everybody. Sometimes I watch the things on the telly because the history things, because I think, oh, that's interesting, and then I go and look it up myself. So Exeter is down in Devon. It's in the west, what we call the West Country here in the UK. And what it actually says about Exeter is that it used to have Roman style masonry structures carrying water into the city. And then in the medieval times, they were lead pipes buried in trenches. Lead pipes buried in trenches, taking water to the properties. I was a bit like, wow. The programme that I watched said the pipes go back to the 14th century, saying that they were demolished in the 1770s and they were lead. And there you go, there's a little bit more information on it. So basically, by this church in Exeter, probably the cathedral, I think, I'm not sure, but it's a big church, there are these pipes. And I was watching it in this programme the other day, and look at that, Exeter Catacomb was built in 1835 to 1837. The first cemetery buildings to be built in Britain in an Egyptian style. Oh my God. Anyway, water pipes through lead pipes into the heart of the city. The pipes sometimes leaked, and repairs to the pipes could be carried out by digging them up, as we do today, to avoid disruption. The passages were vaulted. It is down some of these vaulted passageways that visitors are guided, because obviously you can go there. I'm going to show you a few pictures in a minute. Beneath Exeter's busy city lies a network of medieval passages built to house the pipes that brought clean water into the city. Wow, come on everybody. Everything, I mean, that was 2008. They were saying this on the BBC. But it's like the 14th century. We had running water. And then these are the tunnels. A little bit of information there. It's just incredible. Come on, the 14th century. I think that goes with the other one, but anyway, one before the last picture. Because Facebook never puts them out in the correct order that you put them in. Oh, let's just put that up a little bit so you can see that. So there you go. It was built in 1420s because they said it was the 1400s. But then we don't quite understand all about the Roman bit because the Romans are still here. So the story of medieval plumbers who maintained a complex water supply system which was centuries ahead of its time. God, I'm pathetic. I just don't know how to even answer this. A unique network of subterranean tunnels, partly dating back to the 14th century, still lies beneath the streets of Exeter in Devon. And it once channeled fresh drinking water from the springs. But the thing is, they were in lead pipes. But anyway, a bit more information there on it. Obviously, you can stop and just read this if you want. I was a bit like, in the 14th century, they had running water. So first of all, I think it went to the church. And then as time went on, they started supplying the people with fresh water. And you're like, the 14th century? I mean, it always depends, because obviously, look, there is now the 1700s, but I've just shown you it said the 1400s. So I think I showed you that one, but I'm just going through some of the pictures that I took. And that one, it was a Roman town to start with, so the pipes were probably Roman, so they're even older than that. I bet you they're even older. They're probably back to the Roman time, whenever that was, and however long they were here. And I've done that one. So that's what it's for trains, or there you go. That's what a passage means. So that says that's the oldest street. There you go. This is the information. Obviously it's got a castle. Go. And then these are what the tunnels look like. So the Romans probably built them. We've got it back to the 14th century and they were demolished. Well, most of the pipes and everything, but those bits were left. But look at that. Do you think these went deeper? I mean, obviously they're just enough for a man to get through. They're not very big, these passageways, but they had pipes in them. I was like, wow, nothing ceases to amaze me anymore. 14th century, if not older, because the Romans did it whenever they were. But they're not going to tell you, are they? Look at that. So straight, really, you know, built so long ago. And survived the time. Survived to today. Nothing ceases to amaze you, does it? Maybe we were smaller people then, because they just about have to crawl through these tunnels on their knees. They're not, as I said, very big. So it was for drinking water in the 1400s, and they were older than that. I was just a bit shocked. I wonder what your thoughts were to that. Obviously, lead is not a good thing. There is a bit of information on these tunnels. I wonder if Mickey knew anything about these pipes. I don't remember us ever talking about them. It was only because I saw this program the other day about, you know, with these tunnels on it. But Mickey, if he didn't, he would have loved making this video with me and talking about this. I do actually miss him so much. This is really hard. I'm just trying to go with the flow, and sometimes the grief just overcomes me. It's horrible. I just miss him so much. But anyway, he would have loved this. But anyway, let's get on with the video. We've done that one, but these are the pictures that I took. We've done these, sorry, we're just showing them again. A grant in 1226. Nothing's changed then if it was a grant. So obviously lead was a different thing, and I'm quite surprised it didn't kill everybody then, but that's what they used. Lead in Exeter. We obviously weren't as backward as they're telling us that we were. Obviously these are the ones in Exeter. Medieval plumber. So, on finding all that, what's your thoughts then to lead pipes transporting water. I think what they said was basically that there would have been a pool of water coming in, and then another pool, and then because that water's